Hello students, my name is Suneet Pan, pursuing my BHMS degree from Mahesh Bhattacharya Homeopathic Medical College and BSc General from IGNOU University. I have noticed that there are lack of YouTube channel who does question and answer and solution on a daily basis. So here I am coming up with 10 questions each day from one chapter and especially starting with biology. So all the questions will have the standard of NEET level. So without further ado, let's start our first day of biology quiz. Okay. So our first is we will start from class 11. Class 11. So in class 11, our first chapter is living world. Okay. So I have wrote it 10 questions and I'll give you the question and the options. You take some your time and you can put your answer on the comment box and then come and check the correct answer. Okay, let's start. Come on. So our first question from the living world is which of the following is correct statement? Okay, option A is a multicellular organism grows by cell division. B, in majority of higher animals and plants, growth and reproduction are mutually inclusive events. C, mountains and boulders show intrinsic growth. D, non-living objects do not grow. So guys, students, go and give your correct answer on the comment box. You can pause the video right now and give your answer. I hope you have guys paused and give your answer. Now come back over here. So your first thing is a multicellular organism grows by cell division. Absolutely, the first option is the correct option. Okay, why the second, third and fourth option is not correct? Let's have a look. In majority of the higher animals and plants, growth and reproduction are mutually inclusive events. This is not inclusive, this is actually exclusive events. Mountains and boulders show intrinsic growth. Mountains and boulders show intrinsic growth. See over here, intrinsic. Here another thing is wrong. See, mountains and boulders show extrinsic growth. Okay, and here the option C, check it out. Non-living objects do not grow. Okay, but non-living objects do grow, but extrinsically. Okay, this is our first question. So the correct option is A. Our next question is reproduction. Okay, so see the options is a characteristics of living organism. B, cannot be an all-inclusive defining characteristics of living organism. C, occurs in all living organism. D, both A and B. Take your time, give your correct answer and come back again. So the correct option, let's check it out. Is the characteristics of living organism? Of course it is a characteristics of living organism. B, cannot be an all-inclusive defining characteristics of living organism. This is also correct. Why it is correct? Because those who are sterile, reproduction is not possible for them. So that's why cannot be an all-inclusive defining characteristic of living organism. Okay, that's why this statement is absolutely correct. And occurs in all living organism. No, again the sterile worker bees, they do not reproduce, so occurs in all living organism. This is not correct. So and D option, check it out, both A and B. Okay, so just don't be in a hurry in your examination. Just if you get the correct, if you see this is a correct answer, you just give a tick, then you will have a negative mark. Okay, and if you're in boards, then you won't get any marks. Okay, so here the option will be A and B both. So option D is the correct answer of this question. Okay, so let's proceed to our next question. This is pretty easy, I guess so. See over here, what is the question? In which of the following organism reproduction is synonymous with growth? See, the option A is bacteria, B is unicellular algae, C is amoeba, D is all of this. Okay, so check it out again. Take your time, give your answer on your comment box. I know I'm repeating this many times, but it is for your own good. So check it out. So here the correct answer will be option D. Why? Because bacteria, amoeba, unicellular algae, all are single cell animals, all are single cell organism. So for single cell organism, the reproduction is synonymous with growth. So the correct option is D. Okay, let's go to our sorry, extremely sorry. I hope this is fine. Okay, just give me some time. Okay, so this is the question 4. Read the following statements. Let's read it out. No non-living objects exhibit metabolism. Okay. Isolated metabolic reactions in vitro are living things. Cellular organization of body is the defining feature of life forms. 4. Human beings, including other mammals, possess the property of self-consciousness. Okay, so check the answers again. How many of the statements are correct? 2 and 3, 3 and 4, option C, 1 and 2, D, 1 and 3. Give your answer, students, then come back. Okay, so let's discuss. Non-living objects exhibit metabolism. Is that correct? No, definitely not. It cannot be correct. Isolated metabolic reactions in vitro are living things. Is that correct? No, definitely not. Isolated metabolic reaction in vitro, a living reaction, not a living thing. Cellular organization of body is the defining feature of life forms. This is absolutely correct. If you go to any living organism, then if the cellular organization is a defining feature of that life forms. And the next is, human beings, including other mammals, possess the property of self-consciousness. Okay. Sorry, I have made a mistake, I think. No, see, human beings, including the other mammals, possess the property of self-consciousness. This is incorrect. Check over here, I have read these things wrong. No non-living objects exhibit metabolism. This is absolutely correct. No non-living. So, there is no non-living object that can exhibit metabolism. Only living organism that exhibit metabolism. So, this is absolutely correct. And which one is the correct one? Option 3 is correct. So 1 and 3 is absolutely correct. So option D is the correct answer of the question 4. Let's proceed to the next question. I hope you students can understand my writing. I hope it's not that bad that you can't understand. So let's proceed to our next question. Question number 5. All living organisms. Now the options are present, past, future are linked to one another by the sharing of common genetic material but to varying degrees. B. Show growth but doesn't perform metabolism. Reproduce. C. Reproduce. D. All except B. Take your time, pause the video, give your answer, then come back for the solution and the correct answer. Okay. So let me tell you the correct answer. So over here, correct answer is, check it out. Okay. Present, past, future are linked to one another by sharing of common genetic material but to a varying degree. So present, past, future, if you take an living organism, they have some similarities, but all have them some different variety to one and another. Okay. So they have common genetic material but to a varying degree. This is the absolute NCERT line. If you read NCERT, you can get this line, and this is a very, very crucial line from NCERT. And next is show growth but doesn't perform metabolism. No, this is not correct. Every living organism will show metabolism. Okay. So this is absolutely not correct. And C is they reproduce. Living organism reproduce. Okay. So all except B is the correct answer. So option D is the correct answer. So let's go to our next question, that is 6. This is pretty easy. I hope you all guys can answer this question. And our next question is, animals, mammals and dogs represent option A, taxa at different levels, taxa at same level, C, different taxa at same level, C, different taxa at same level, D, both A and C. Okay, again students, take your time, pause the video, give your correct answer, then come and watch it. So let me tell you the correct answer. So here it is very simple. It is option A is the correct answer, because taxa at different levels. Animals, mammals, dogs, they are all taxa, but to a different level. Okay, this is not a very conceptual question. This is just a factual question and totally from NCERT. So our next question is 7. So question is, how many genera given below possess more than one species in the existing world? Okay, I'm reading the question again because it is a little tricky. The question is little tricky, but the answer is very simple. You all can do it. Okay, so how many genera given below possess more than one species in the existing world? Solanum, Panthera, Homo. And the options are 1, 2, 3, none. Okay, so what it's saying actually? I hope you can understand. If you can understand, give your answer very quickly. Now explain the question as well as the answer. So here it's saying that how many genera given below possess more than one species. So here are 3 genera, as you can see: Solanum, Panthera, Homo. They're asking you that tell the species, tell the genera that have more than one species. Here you can see Homo is the only genera which have only one species, Homo sapiens, that we are. Definitely we are humans. Most. No, whatever. Do not talk all this bullshit. Let's come to the point. So Homo has only one species, that is sapiens. Apart from this, Solanum have many species like Solanum tuberosum, Solanum nigrum, and also Panthera has Panthera leo, Panthera tigris. So the correct answer is 2, because these are Solanum and Panthera. These 2 genera have more than one species. So the correct option is option B. Okay, so let's head towards our next question. The word systematics. Okay, option A is derived from the Latin word. B means systemic arrangement of organism. C both A and B, and D is derived from the Greek word. Just go and give your correct answer and come back. Okay, let me tell you the correct answer, and the correct answer is option C. Why? There's nothing to explain because these are totally factual question. It is just written on your NCERT book, or if you are reading any other good books, then you can get it from there as well. It's derived from the Latin word. Absolutely, systematics is a word that is derived from the Latin word and means systematic arrangement of organism. Okay, and Linnaeus also gave this name to its book Systema Naturae, taken this. Okay, we'll discuss this thing later on. Our next thing is, let me fix it. Our next question is question number 9. Oh, we have completed 10 questions almost. So choose the correct statement. Option A is the classification is not a single step. B, classification involves hierarchy of steps in which each step represents a rank or category. Taxonomic groups or categories are not distinct morphological entities. D, both A and B. Come on guys, give your correct answer. Hurry up. Pause my video and go. Pause your video and go. Okay. Let me tell you the correct answer. So the correct answer is D. Why it is D? Let's go. Check it out. Classification is not a single step process. Definitely, classification is not a single step process. Before that, there are a lot of things that need to be done. So classification is not a single step process because that's naming is required, nomenclature, and a lot of things are there that is required. Okay. And the next thing is classification involves hierarchy of steps in which each step represents a rank or category. Definitely, it is also correct. And see this, option C, taxonomic groups, categories are not distinct biological entities. This is absolutely wrong. Actually, taxonomic groups or categories are distinct biological entities, not morphological features. Okay, this is the NCERT line. And all my questions are from NCERT because mostly in class 11th and class 12 boards, they all follow, CBSE totally follow NCERT books, as well as also if you are a NEET aspirant, then NCERT is the best book to crack your NEET examination. After NCERT, you can read a lot of books, but this is the main core book that you need to crack your NEET exam. Okay, so that you get to know why the C is wrong, I hope, and D is the correct answer for the question 9. And our next question, which is again a simple one, genus is a group of related. Option A, species. Option B, classes. Option C, divisions. Option C, divisions, and option D is phyla. Hey, it is very easy. You should not take much time. I'm telling the correct answer. Okay, so the correct answer is species. Genus is a group of related species. Okay, guys. So we have completed our first day biology quiz with 10 questions, and I hope you enjoyed this quiz. I'll come up with again 10 questions tomorrow at 8 p.m. Okay, see you students. Bye. Be well, be safe, and keep on studying. Okay, bye bye.